everyone, my name is Marina and you are on the Russian Language Club channel. You watch the video from the general course Russian Grammar. In this video we will speak about Russian verbs. Russian verbs change according to their tense, person and number. This video is a guide to the Russian verb conjugation. I will tell you the basic rules how to conjugate Russian verbs in the present tense. And let's start. There are two groups of verbs conjugation in Russian language: the first conjugation and the second conjugation. First verb conjugation have such endings. The first conjugation are the verbs that end on ать, ять, овать, евать, еть, нуть, оть, ыть, and some verbs that end on ить, like пить, жить, лить, and others. Let's look on the example. The verb отдыхать. Я отдыхаю, ты отдыхаешь, он отдыхает, она отдыхает, мы отдыхаем, вы отдыхаете, они отдыхают. Here you can see that the ending for я, for the first person, is the ending you. The ending for they, они, the third person plural, is ют. The rest forms have the letter е in the ending. The first letter of the ending is letter е. That's the endings for the first conjugation verbs. Second conjugation verbs have such endings. Second conjugation are the verbs that end on ить, some verbs on еть, like видеть, смотреть, ненавидеть, and others, and some verbs on ать, бежать, молчать, спать, кричать, and others. Let's look on the examples. The forms of the verb говорить. Я говорю, ты говоришь, он говорит, она говорит, мы говорим, вы говорите, они говорят. As you see, here the same as for the first conjugation verbs, the form for я for the first person is the ending you. The ending for the third person plural, они, they, is the ending ят, говорят. The rest forms have the first letter e in the ending. That's the endings for the second conjugation verbs. And all the verbs from the second conjugation will have such endings. Some verbs in Russian language can have the endings of both conjugation, first and second, like the verb хотеть. In singular, that will be the first conjugation. Я хочу, ты хочешь, он хочет, она хочет. And in plural, that will be the endings of the second conjugation. Мы хотим, вы хотите, они хотят. That's the verb exception. Such verbs you need just to remember. One more important note. Some verbs will have changes in the root, like the verb видеть. We will change the letter D to the letter Ж in the form for the first person я. Видеть, that's the infinitive. But I see, я вижу. You see, ты видишь. For the rest forms, the letter D will come back. Or let's look on the verb любить. Here to the root we will add the letter L. Я люблю. And that will be only for the first person. Я люблю. But ты любишь. In the rest forms, no L. Or let's look on the form of the verb писать. Here the letter S, the last letter of the root, we will change on the letter Ш. Я пишу, ты пишешь. And you see, the letter sh will be for all the forms. Thus, if you know the correct conjugation of the verb, you can make the forms of the present tense. That's not difficult. The only thing, how to understand what is the verb conjugation. Look in the dictionaries. There are a lot of dictionaries that will write the conjugation of the verb. The first conjugation or the second conjugation. Some dictionaries also write the forms for the я, ты and они. And from these forms it's easy to understand the conjugation. Conclusion. Verbs first and second conjugation have the same forms for the first person я. Я говорю, я отдыхаю. In the forms ты, он, она, мы and вы, the differences between conjugation will be only in one letter. The verb's first conjugation will have the first letter in the ending je. The second conjugation verbs will have the letter I in the ending, and the forms for the third person plural они will be different. In the first conjugation, the endings will be ut or yud. In the second conjugation, the endings will be yat or at. By the way, what ending to choose, at or yat, or ut or yud, that will depend on the consonant that will go before the ending. And in the end, if you want to learn Russian verbs with its forms, you can subscribe to the Russian Verbs podcast on iTunes or Spotify. Every Monday there appear the new verb with all the forms and the usages of these forms in the sentences. This podcast is free. That's it. Feel free to write your questions, examples in the comments below. Plus, under this video you can find the article from the blog Russian Language Club with the explanation of the topic Russian conjugations. In the end of each article you can find the free tasks for practice. Subscribe to the Russian Language Club channel if you haven't already, and subscribe to the Russian Language Club on other social media – Instagram, Telegram and Facebook. Пока-пока! До скорой встречи!